I want to be the person that is the first person there and the last person to leave, because I think that the road to success is through commitment and through the strength to drive through that commitment when it gets hard. And it is going to get hard and you're going to want to quit sometimes, but it'll be colored by who you are and more who you want to be.
You can only have two things in life: reasons or results. Notice, reasons don't count.
When you're committed to an outcome, there are no excuses. There are no stories. There are no reasons not to achieve it. But if you're interested in an outcome, you will do what's convenient. You'll come up with excuses, stories, reasons to support your convenience desire. And so here's my question for you. Are you interested or are you committed?
As you think about this that you know you need to handle, what are you going to do? Write down 3 strong reasons on why you know you must take action. And be explicit and descriptive in your reasons, because your reasons have power. Your reasons will drive you. When you have doubt, when your faith becomes weak, your reasons will fortify your faith. When you have an inner conversation, say, no, don't do that. Your reasons will become your rod and your staff to comfort you, to take you through those challenging moments. And what you will find, that when you decide to act, when you decide to take life on, when you're stretching out, when you're taking life by the collar, and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives a special meaning and power to you.
You are excellent. Now stop playing small. You are excellent. Stop playing small. You are excellent. Stop taking the hand that they dealt you. Take ownership. If you can get all A's in the class, do it. You don't need nobody to give you $50, $100, no pair of shoes, take you on no trip. You a grown man. Do it because you can. Stop needing a carrot. Stop needing money. Stop needing a trip. Stop needing somebody to give you a sticker on your head, and do it for the pride of who you are. Do it because you can. I don't care what your friends are doing. When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ? I want you to go to the next level and not just be a champ, but show the world what a champion looks like.
The powers that we have will never reveal themselves if we don't challenge them. If we don't put ourselves in a position where we have to use them. Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You'll develop incredible swimming skills. You'll find yourself stroking unlike you've ever seen before. Through the inspiration of desperation, you'll become more creative than ever before. And if we're honest this evening, we know that we haven't done all we can do. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, as I look at all the dimensions of my life, looking at myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm going to do all I can do to develop me, to bring my talent out here, to make a contribution to life.
With enough persistence, most things that seem impossible become possible.
You just have to show up and show out so often. Time after time, you gotta wake up and you gotta drive. You gotta be driven to go get something done now. You gotta be willing to stand on your beliefs, because a lot of times you're the only one who can see it. And other people, they don't see it really, but you gotta really believe in what you got inside of you that's telling you and driving you to a certain goal for something.
The very minute that you decide upon something, you know that's what you want, you know you're going to do it. All of these negatives that have been bothering you, they pick up their baggage and get out. They can't live in a positive mind. You have to move with courage, with faith, with determination.
I don't care what it is. I don't care how difficult it is. Listen, you better put some strength in your back, plant your feet, and stand up. Don't you dare sit down. Don't you dare crumble under the weight of it. Don't you dare give in because of the whatever defines you limits you. This is not your season to die. This is not your season to quit. There's joy, there's peace, there's breakthrough, there's provision, but you'll never see it if you don't stand up to it.
Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to never give up, never give in. And finally, guys, you gotta wanna succeed as bad as you wanna breathe.
How many people have you met in your life who have said things like, I had that idea, or I was so close, but I gave up? Sometimes the difference between success and failure, winning and losing, is a very fine line between those people who will continue to move forward. There will be people along the way who will say to you, you're dreaming too big. Don't allow anyone to tell you that what you are dreaming is not possible. It is possible. Don't be one of those people 20 years from now are going to be walking around in a 9-to-5 job, miserable and angry and bitter because you let your dreams get away from you because you did not believe strongly enough in yourself and what was possible. This is an unbelievable time, and I can't encourage you enough to continue to think that things are possible and that your dreams can come true.
Just start. Start small. Start with changing tomorrow morning, just tomorrow morning. Get that squared away. And then move on to the next day and the next and move your life to a better place. One little step.
1 inch at a time.
One little victory at a time.
1 foot in front of the other. That's the only way we can do it.
That's all it is. You just begin. You do the math. You solve one problem, then you solve the next one.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
You can only have two things in life: reasons or results. Folks will always point out reasons on why they're not living their dream, on why they're not manifesting their greatness. They will always be able to point those things out, but none of those things count. The only thing that counts are results, and results don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. They tell it all. Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, not the ones that it might talk about, not the ones that it might wish for or think about or affirm about, but the fruit that it actually bears.
Here's to the dream chasers. Here's to the kings that wake up every day with relentless effort to chase their dreams. To the people who are wise and strong to know that the opinions of men and women are only distractions from your divine destiny. See, people walk around every single day talking about what another man or woman can accomplish because they can't stand the look of happiness on another individual's face. When they hate, you shine. When they throw shade, you become the sun. See, the thing about success, it ends all doubt. There's no better feeling in the world than telling someone, I told you so. No longer will we say what we can't do. From now on, we're gonna say what we can do. Because we all have a special gift. Some just want to talk about it, and others want to apply a plan to achieving it. Every night, you write on your dream board. You create the blueprint that will lead to a beautiful design that you have created. Let's take our dreams back from the dream killers. Let's show them that your gift is for you and it was never meant for anyone else. So today, when you step out the door and you close that deal, that home run, make that game-winning shot, or make that key tackle, I want you to look up and tell the world, this is for the dreamers that jumped.
You only have one life. You only come around here once. Why wait? Why not start now? It doesn't matter what your situation is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. It doesn't matter what resources you lack. It doesn't matter. One day, you'll be dead. Why not go for it? Why not just get it done right now? Because I can guarantee if you don't start now, it's quite likely that you'll never start. And most people never get their dreams off the ground, simply because they're too afraid. But they're not realizing that every day that they don't do it is another day closer to the grave. Do you want to go to the grave not having fulfilled your potential, not having lived the life that you wanted to live? If the answer to that is no, then you need to get hustling right now. Not tomorrow, not the day after, right now. Go after that goal that you want. Set up that project. Get going on those things. You want to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. Most people will never be like that. You don't want to fall into that trap that most people fall into. They get comfortable. They get relaxed. They settle for a life that they don't really want. But it's comfortable. It's easy. You don't want that. You want a life that is above average, extraordinary, far beyond what most people can conceive. If you want a life like that, you have to hustle. You have to get going. Get up out of your seat and move. You have to take massive action. It's hard, it sucks, it can sap you of your mental and physical energy, but you need to get going and get up after those things that you want. No one's going to do it for you. Work on yourself every day. Get better, improve, learn, extend yourself, push yourself out of your comfort zone, push the boundaries that you're accustomed to. That's the only way to grow as a person. If you look at all the successful people in the world, one common thread between all of them is that they've all hustled. They've all gotten to work, gotten busy. The gap between here and your ultimate life is action. That's the link. You have to hustle. You have to get out there and do what's required. What excuse do you have? What reason do you have not to? Turn this video off, get out there, and get to work.
Mind is everything. If you don't believe you can do something, then you can't. It's like you have to save your own life. Nobody's going to be able to save it for you. So we have to do what we have to do, no matter what it is. You gotta face that fear. Change your life. You'll be able to push right through the pain. And when you're about ready to pass out, your legs can't move and your lungs can't breathe and your eyes can't see, you'll know it's just the beginning.
And you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. When you refuse to turn around because of obstacles, when it gets rough, when you say whatever price I must pay, I will do that. Life is too short and unpredictable to live otherwise. When you no longer focus on the obstacles, when you no longer care what people think or what they might say, when you no longer find the need to seek their approval, that you are entitled to this, you're supposed to have this. This is your calling. This is the reason that you're here. This is your time. Once you get rolling on the track, once you get started, people will stand back and say, ain't no stopping her now. She's on the move. Look at her go. Look at her. Look at her. You got momentum working in your behalf. It's done. Why? Because you go past the point of no return. It's done in you before it happens out here.
You walk into your belief system. Look at your belief system every single day and stick with it. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. It takes 21 years to be 21 years old. You can't do it in 18 years. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. You ain't got to be smarter than them. You just got to be quicker than them. You just got to be faster than them. You just got to get to the spot before they get to the spot. You ain't got to be them. You ain't got to be on their level. You don't have to be as smart. You don't have to become them. You can stay you, but you got to get there before they get there if you're going to stay you. You better run, and you better run fast, because your boy E.G., I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it.
When you want something as much as you want to breathe, you will overcome the pain. And you will achieve greatness.
What are you gonna do to get better today? Today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, when you think you're gonna have plenty of time to do what you want. Get your priorities straight. That's not gonna happen. And it's definitely not gonna happen if you don't start putting in the work today. Nobody's gonna lift the weights for you. Nobody's gonna do the pull-ups for you. Nobody's gonna go out and put in the road work for you. You gotta do all that yourself. Quit waiting for the perfect time. Quit waiting for the perfect situation to occur. It's not gonna happen. You wanna know when the time is right? The time is right now. So what are you doing with your time? Are you doing something productive? Are you moving towards a goal? Making yourself better? Or are you letting time slip by? Wasted. Stop wasting time. Get after it.
You cannot stop. Rest if you must, but you cannot stop and question your circumstance and situation, so much so that while you could be working, while you could be further along the road less traveled, you sitting there contemplating, like you're sitting there moaning about it, you're sitting there complaining about it, and I get it, I understand, but you gotta work. You gotta work, because you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna wake up 60 days later, 90 days later, and everything's gonna change but you. And you're gonna get the same results you got because you're the exact same person. So work. You don't get bulk by staring at weights. You don't get healthier by staring at it. You get healthier by running up to it and grabbing it and pushing it. Push through that stuff. Push through it. Just keep working. I need you to wake up every day and say, today, I will not stop. I will not give up. I will not give in. Nobody said it would be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it.